Hey friends! Hello, hello, hello. Long time no see. It's been ages. It has been ages since I streamed anything. And I have been very much enjoying the break. I am on my own tonight. Andrew has life stuff going on. That's part of the reason why we haven't streamed in a while. You know, life, life, you know how it goes. We've both been kind of bogged down with a lot of shit. I have a little bit of a cold. Sorry, I sound nasally. Okay, so let me pull up numbers so we can get that out of the way. Wrong button. Hold, please. Where's my thingy? Here we go. Okay, so again, these are not. I'm just going to read them off my little app thing that I have, so it's not going to be very uh, well done here. Okay, so we have 283 days since Craig Murray was released. Journalist Craig Murray in the UK. We have, let's see, 1,247 days since Julian Assange was essentially kidnapped from the Ecuadorian embassy and, led away to Belmarsh maximum security prison. We have 4,294 days of illegal and arbitrary detention for Julian Assange. There's been 3,734 days since he entered the embassy. Let's see. What do we got? So we have 1,246 days since Ola Beni was arrested in Ecuador. His court case is still, holy shit. His court case is a clusterfuck, y'all. It's so bad. It's so bad. So you can follow him at Ola Beni. He fairly regularly updates about his case and what's going on. It's so ridiculous. It's laughable. It's funny. I do have nice news hair. Thank you. Oh, it kind of matches my shirt too. Very stylish. Not at all. I have my Let's Start a Cult shirt on though for you guys. Okay, so there I go, getting distracted as usual. We have 1,842 days of inhumane pretrial detention. Okay, that's actually outdated. So Joshua Schulte was found guilty. Another clusterfuck of shenanigans. Matthew Russell Lee or Matthew Lee Russell. I always flip-flop them. You guys know I'm shit at names. Whatever. Inner City Press. Inner City Press has done a really fantastic job of covering the Joshua Schulte case. So if you want updates on that, that's the best place to go. We have 527 days since Daniel Hale pled guilty to one charge under the Espionage Act. It's been 333 days since Daniel Hale was transferred to a communications management unit. I can't talk. Sorry. In Illinois. I think it's Marion, Illinois. Dude should be free. So he, and it just for, I mean, I know you guys probably know, but just for anybody who maybe is just happening upon this that doesn't know what a communications management unit is, it's essentially, hey Daniel, it's essentially special administrative measures. They just made up another name. It's a rebranding exercise on torture. We have 452 days since Reality Winner was released. In our little bits of good news. I forgot to update the Commander X thing. Commander X is out. I don't know how many days it's been because I forgot to update it, but Commander X is out, and that's good news as well. We also have, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. Let's see. Commander X. 660 days since Jeremy Hammond was released. We have 910 days of freedom for whistleblower Chelsea Manning. I forgot Leonard Peltier. That's been kind of another little obsession of mine recently. This one's extravagant. It's been 17,017 days since Leonard Peltier was arrested, and it has been 16,580 days since he was convicted. And I don't have it pulled up, but I'll see if I can find it. Somebody tweeted out that they spoke to him and that he, as always, sounds very positive, which, I mean, I don't know how you say positive in that situation, but I do highly recommend the podcast, Leonard Political Prisoner. I actually got to interview the two hosts of that show, and the podcast is fantastic. It's so good. They do it because it's really that's a really complicated case. There's a lot. I mean, obviously it's decades old, and the initial shootout, and then the the investigation, and then the conviction, and all the stuff, and then all the stuff that came out afterwards. There's a lot, and they do a really good job on that podcast of kind of sifting through the information and presenting it in a way that's kind of easy to follow along with, because it can be a little confusing. So, and I mean, listen, that guy needs to be let out, and he needs to be let out very soon. He is in his late 70s. He's been in ill health for some time now. He has a lot of various health issues. And there's no reason why he should spend the remainder of his life in, I think he's in a supermax, or not a supermax, but a whatever the fuck they call it, maximum security prison. And there's no reason for that. That's absurd. And it's also interesting that they put him in Florida, which is, you know, all the way across the country from his family and friends and all that stuff. So, as always, the process is the punishment. But I just want to mention Leonard Peltier, you know, write some letters, make some calls, tweet about it, help draw attention to that too. And yes, just free all political prisoners. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be a really nice thing to do. Okay, so tonight's not going to be very long. I have a ton of shit going on. But I did want to hop on because it has been a while since we did a vigil, just because of life stuff. And there's a lot to talk about. So I wanted to talk about the Roger Waters experience. I'm going to talk about some of the updates that have happened in the Assange case. And then I also want to give you guys some teasers and some updates on the October 8th action in DC. So we're just going to go through all of that stuff really quickly, and then we'll be out of here. We'll be done. We'll be all done. Okay, so I'm going to start with Roger Waters because that's fun. It was so fun. That was so fun. Oh, it was so good. So I can only speak to my experience. I know I saw Daniel's in here. Daniel got to do 2 of the concerts as well. Andrew and I both did Cincinnati and Columbus. Cincinnati was way cooler than Columbus, for reasons which I'll discuss in just a second. So for those of you that don't know, Roger Waters is on tour right now. That This Is Not a Drill tour, and it's a fucking amazing show. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. And I mean, like, I'm a Pink Floyd, like, I like Pink Floyd. I'm not like a super fan. I'm a super fan of Roger Waters as a human. But I mean, I like Pink Floyd, and it's still, even if you're not like a hardcore Pink Floyd fan, it is a really bomb ass concert. It is so good. It's very multi-dimensional. It's very, I mean, literally, the stage is it's honestly one of the coolest shows I've seen. So if you can get out to see him, he's still on tour now. You can go and check out, I think it's rogerwaters.com. You can go and support those shows. And he was cool enough, because he's just the coolest, to allow Assange activists through Assange Defense, shout out to them, and Courage Foundation, for getting that set up. Because you know, the amount of people we've been able to reach is incredible. I can just speak from my 2 experiences. We handed out so much stuff, you guys. I mean, we were like, Andrew is very persistent, and he was just like shoving it in people's hands. And I mean, so many people came to talk to us. And it was really cool. So what they're doing is they're allowing us to Assange supporters to bring a table and then information, little handouts, and all of that stuff, and set up kind of in the hallways of whatever the venue is. And so as people are coming in and they're, you know, buying their drinks and their snacks or whatever before they head to their seats, they're all passing our tables. And we were able to reach a lot of people when we were doing it. So, which is really fantastic. And that's happening at every single stop on the US tour. I don't know. I know that my friend Nat, who may be here actually, maybe not. But Nat, I know, wanted to do the Mexico shows or whatever he's doing there. But it's awesome. It's so good. So for us, Cincinnati was so cool. It was honestly, just like a really amazing experience. Everybody was super receptive. Everybody was super friendly and nice and curious. And so many people came up and thanked us for being there. We had one woman, I wish I could remember her name, but you guys know I'm shit at names. But she came up and she introduced herself. She started talking. Actually, she was funny because I walked down to see where our seats were, because we were like, do we want to go, or do we want to wait out here? Do we want to like go flyer the parking lot? What do we want to do? So I went down to go see where our seats were at and see, you know, if they're really good seats, we'll go, whatever. And as I was walking back, it was so crowded. So there was, the concession things on either side, and there was just like a huge crowd of people. Like you had to like shimmy in between this huge crowd of people to get through. So I was walking through and I kind of got stuck in like a little bottleneck situation. And I was just standing there waiting to like figure out how I was going to get through these people. And this woman, I had my green Free Julian Assange shirt, and she saw it and she like screamed and she like grabbed me by the arms and she's like, yes, free Julian Assange. And she started talking to me. And I was like, okay, well, we have a table. It's right down there. I told her what, I think it's like 113 or whatever. We're down by the section 113. We have a table. Come down. You can check it out. I have stuff down there. She's like, I'm going to go find my seat. I will absolutely be back. She absolutely came back. And not only did she come back, she was like, she took like a huge stack of we got like these little quarter page information things, like just real quick bullet points on what's happening. And she like went and handed out a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, it was just such a cool experience, the Cincinnati one. And we handed out stuff before the show. We handed out stuff after the show. I gave away shirts. I gave away buttons. What else did we have? We had a bunch of stuff. I had a bunch of stuff for Cincinnati. Columbus was a little trickier. So Columbus, there was some, we were very confused at first because there was this huge line going past where our table was. And people were very pissed off. They were not in a good mood. And I didn't want to ask. I was like, what is happening? Like Andrew and I are just sitting there like, what is happening? But it turns out that the top like section of the arena didn't sell. This was right after the CNN thing, or shortly after the CNN thing with Michael Smerconish and Roger Waters. So the top, there wasn't enough. So they were just going to move everybody down to the next level. But they did it in like the most fucked up way possible. They just like closed the top section and told everybody they had to go get in line to get new seats. So there's this huge ass line of people. And it took like all the way up until like we headed over. Roger's very prompt. He starts on time. Doesn't matter what's happening. And yes, I do have some serious nut freaks following me on Twitter. I really do, you guys. Holy shit. Okay, that's a distraction. Anyways, yeah. So we headed over to our seats like right before the show was supposed to start, and there was still a huge line of people. I think what happened was once it started, they just told everybody just go find somewhere to sit. It was just chaos. But so people were not in a good mood before, and it's unfortunate because we probably would have been able to talk to a lot more people, but I mean, I would be grumpy about that too. So yeah, it was really cool though. It was a good experience. Amazing show. For those of you who don't know who haven't seen it, there's videos on Twitter and stuff that you can find. I know Paula's tweeted some, Daniel's tweeted some, I've tweeted some. Pretty much every stop has tweeted a couple little clips or whatever. But towards the front part of the second half of Roger's show, he plays a quick clip of the Collateral Murder video. And then he talks about, what is this? What did we just see? He explains what it is, says it was released by a very brave whistleblower named Chelsea Manning. The whole crowd erupted into cheers, which was good. And then he says, and those this video was released to an equally brave journalist called Julian Assange. And then it like the whole screen lights up free Julian Assange. And the reception was amazing. The whole arena erupted into cheers. So that was really good. That was just a really cool experience to be in that space. And I know that everybody who's done one of the events has said the same thing. It's been really interesting. Yeah, that's the Roger Waters experience. I highly recommend getting out to see a show if you can. Again, I think it's rogerwaters.com. If there's still tickets available, if you can get there, get there. It's so good. It really is. Okay. So that's the Roger Waters thing. So updates on the case. I can't remember the last time we talked exactly what was going on. Again, it's been a while since I've streamed, and I'm not joking, you guys. I really enjoyed the break. I went pretty hard for like 3 or 4 years, and I really did hit a wall, y'all. I really did hit a wall. I was pretty tired, and I still am. Like, I'm still a little tired. But it's, I've enjoyed having the time off, spending time with my kids, spending time with my husband, just all of that stuff. Spending time with my family, hanging out with my family. Life stuff was going on, which is exhausting. I had a pretty rough month in July. So yeah, but things are starting to simmer down for me, which is good. But I have really enjoyed the break. And we haven't streamed here for various reasons. It's always something. Like either Andrew's got something or I've got something or whatever it is. 1 week we had to miss because of we were doing the Roger Waters thing. Yeah, but I mean, trying to update you now. Oh, really quickly, I'll drop that because I'll forget. I'm terrible at this. I'll drop the GoFundMe link for the DC event because I'll forget to do that. So I'll drop that in chat. If you can donate, please do. If you can't, I get it. It's fine. Don't worry about it, please. But share it. Sharing the link is very helpful. I'll talk about we have some exciting stuff going on with that. Okay, so updates on the case. The perfected grounds for appeal were submitted. Excuse me. Sorry, I have a stupid little cold going on. But the perfected grounds for appeal were submitted. We should have a response to that, I guess, really any time now. And if that's denied, then, I mean, he could be extradited. I mean, any minute. It really is that close at this point. I'm not sure. I don't like to make predictions because nothing in this case makes any fucking sense whatsoever. So I don't know what they will do. I feel like they'll probably accept the rule in favor of hearing the appeal because I feel like they want to drag it out longer. But I could be wrong. They could just say, fuck it, let's do it, let's go, let's extradite him. So it's a really interesting time in the Assange case. So you'll notice also too on Twitter, there's a heavy increase in trolls and misinformation and disinformation, the smear campaign, all of that stuff. That's gonna, especially as we get closer to October 8th with the Global Day of Action, always happens. Don't be surprised. It's possible I'll get, like a timeout on Twitter or whatever. Other Assange supporters will be shadow banned and all of that stuff. It's how it always goes down. So helping share the information is super important because that helps get it out to more people and kind of break through the shadow ban stuff and the algorithm stuff. So again, anytime, I guess, we could have a ruling on the perfected grounds for appeal. And then, I mean, anything could happen at this point. It really is kind of nerve-wracking because it really could be any minute. So I think that's really about it in terms of like updates on like the actual what's happening in the case. So the only other thing I have is, hey, Sleepy. Sleepy Josh promised he's coming to the next vigil. So you guys help me hold him accountable to that. We're coming for you, Sleepy. Okay, so DC. Woo! Let's go. I'm so excited, you guys. Oh, I'm so excited. So I don't know where it started. I don't know if it started in London. Probably. It may have started in Australia. Somebody decided that they were going to do an action on October 8th, and that has now snowballed. And we are now a global action, as often happens in Assange circles. If there is anybody, if somebody starts something, then usually all the other crews around the world try to follow suit and hold, corresponding events. Just helps get more eyes on it. So this one's it's turning into be a pretty big one, though. If you want to find all of the actions that are taking place, you can go to Candles for Assange, the number 4. That's Alex Hill's Twitter. Well, it's the Assange, her personal Twitter page I think she's still suspended or banned or whatever. She's funny. But she does an amazing job of finding and collecting and kind of compiling all of the global actions that happen and then trying to make them cohesive and then tweeting them out all in one place. So Candles for Assange, you can go there, you can find, she's got a running thread going where she's adding on the different events as they come in. So there's actions taking, I can pull them up here. Let's see, Twitter, where are you at? I'll pull it up so we can scroll through some of them. But there's actions happening all over the place. Obviously, London, Australia, DC, Tulsa, I think, is doing one. Portland and Seattle are doing one. Vegas is doing one. I think Boston's doing one. I think both of the New York groups are coming to DC. So I don't know if I don't know that there will be anything in New York. I think Toronto's doing something. I am sure Nat will do something in Mexico. Yeah, there's actions everywhere. So definitely check that out. I'm going to share Alex's page really quick so you guys can see what we've got going on. Okay, so October 8th. So London they're going to surround Parliament. They have almost 3,000 people, I think, already signed up to their little, whatever that is. I don't know, like an Eventbrite or whatever they did. So I think they have nearly 3,000 people. Last time I checked, it was headed that direction. I haven't checked it in a few days, though, so it could be over 3. I don't know. They're going to try to surround Parliament. Stella did a video where she talks about it. We can play that if you guys want to see it, where she talks about the effort. It's only a couple minutes long or whatever. She's just encouraging everybody to come out. If you're in London, you can go to Stella's page. You can go to Alex's page, Candles for Assange, there, and find the little thing where you can sign up, pledge to be I think they're calling it a human link. So if you're in the London area or the UK and you can make it, please do. And then Solidarity Actions, Melbourne. Let's see, there's Milan, there's Austria, there's Sydney, there's a bunch. Italy will have multiple events. Germany will have multiple events, as they always do. They kick ass. Italy's also killing it with their billboard campaign. If you can contribute to that, they have a fundraiser thing. I'm sorry, my cat's freaking out over here. It's always a cat, dude. And that's usually one that doesn't play very much. Okay, so yeah, there's October 8th, Saturday, October 8th. Oh, Denver. Did I forget Denver? How the fuck did I forget Denver? Denver's doing a rally, and my friend Kyle Anzalone is going to be one of the featured speakers there. Kyle's a really great journalist who writes for the Libertarian Institute and antiwar.com. He also hosts a really amazing show called Conflicts of Interest, which you can find on YouTube and all of that stuff. He used to be on when I was doing the Misty Winston show on TNT Radio. He was like my every Monday guest where he would come on and talk just foreign policy update stuff. And he's fantastic. I love him. He's a really nice guy. So he's going to be the Denver speaker, one of the Denver speakers. So if you're in Denver, please make it out to that. So yeah, there's actions happening all over the place. I wish we had like a count. I didn't really see one though. I wish we had a count of like how many cities there are so far. Once we get closer, Alex will probably put that up. We like to see how many cities there are in how many countries and all that good stuff. So, so our action is at the DOJ, of course. Where else would you have it, really? So it's from 12 to 3 at the Department of Justice, and we're still kind of working out the details. We batted around a couple different ideas of things that we could do or whatever. I'll pull up the little. So this is the flyer that Bean made for us, and then also Crab made us one, and we're going to need a new one. So I'm going to need to hit up Crab because we're going to, and I also need to start doing speaker announcements. I don't want to announce, well, Eliza Blue. So I already kind of let that cat out of the bag on Twitter. Eliza Blue, who is a human trafficking survivor and also an advocate for other survivors. She's fantastic. She's a really amazing speaker, and she's so much fun. I love her. So she's going to be coming. I know Olivia Rondeau is coming. Let's see. Who else do we have that I can talk about without giving away too much stuff? Oh, I don't think I have my notebook down here. I think I'm okay with saying Garland Nixon's going to be there. I will say this, because I don't want to announce too much and get ahead of myself. I don't want to announce somebody that, you know, maybe we don't have, because there are other people working on this besides just me. So I don't know if like we've got things completely like set in stone. Somebody's definitely going to be there. So I don't want to announce too much. I don't mean to like leave you guys hanging or be secretive or whatever. I just want to make sure we have everything settled first. But we do have some amazing speakers, and you guys know for me, it's incredibly important for this to be like a post-partisan thing. I have said it a million times. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what party you belong to. It's not about that. Like, it's not. I really don't care. And so the goal was to get speakers from across the political spectrum, and we are absolutely doing that, which makes me very happy because this is obviously something I care very much about, on both ends, both the Assange thing and also bringing people together where we have common ground and working towards those things. And I'm really excited about it. And shout out to everybody who's helping. I'm not even going to try to name everybody's names because I will forget somebody and then I'll feel horrible about it. But the New York groups are helping. The Boston group is helping. The new DC group that has just started forming over the summer is being very, very helpful. There's so many people working on this with us, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be our best event yet, hopefully. Again, it's hard to get people to come out to actions. It doesn't matter what it is. Unfortunately, it's really difficult to get people to, actually get out in the street and get active. So, but I really, I have a lot of hope that there's going to be a really decent turnout. And we genuinely have some amazing speakers coming. So that I'll probably start announcing that kind of stuff next week. We have weekly meetings. So once I can check in with everybody and get like a solid, yes, this person is coming. Jim Bovard, who's a libertarian author, I can definitely confirm him for sure. So yeah, I mean, we have libertarians, we have conservatives, we have lefties, we have Green Party, we have I'm sure People's Party will send somebody, they always do, or multiple people. We have journalists coming, we have activists coming, we have, I mean, it's really coming together. So I'm super pumped. I am really super pumped about this one. Reach out to, if you guys don't mind, first of all, help me share the flyer and, get the word out. Cause again, that's half the battle, really more than half the battle. Just getting people aware that it's a thing that's happening. But also reach out to people in independent media, ask them to share the flyer, share the information. They don't have to have me on, because people always say that, oh, she's just trying to get on somebody's show. I don't give a shit. And frankly, I try to get out of appearances on a regular basis. I'm fine with not being on your show. It's not what this is about. Just if you can just put the flyer up, tell your audience about it, tell them it's happening, tell them about the global actions that are happening, point them to Candles for Assange so that they can find actions near them. We need help. We need help getting the word out. We do. Mainstream media is not going to talk about it. So if you have a channel, I don't care, big, small, I don't give a fuck. Whoever you are, if you have a channel, if you even just on Twitter, helping share the information is so huge. So reach out to people on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever. Share the flyer as much as you can. And I'll probably go down to DC maybe like a week and a half out from the event. I'll just do like a boomerang trip, drive down, flyer like crazy, sleep for a few hours, and then drive back. I know the DC group will help hand out flyers as well. I know that there's some People's Party folks who said that who are in DC who said that they would help out. There's a couple different activist groups that we've worked with in the past who are in the DC area who will flyer, because I think that getting around to those local DC communities would be helpful, because the biggest thing is really it's fucking expensive to travel, y'all. So that's part of why it's hard to get people out. It's really expensive to get to DC. Trust me, I know. I have to drive 6.5 hours, and that's a lot of fucking money for gas every time. So I get it. I get it. So if we can just flyer a lot of those local communities, I think that will be really helpful. Let's see. What else? I don't think I have anything else. Oh, I'll drop the GoFundMe one more time. Again, please don't donate if it's I don't want anybody donating who, please don't. But sharing the link is helpful. If you know any rich people who love free speech, send them our way. Because I would really like to have a stage. And we have a lot of really cool ideas, but unfortunately, the shit's expensive. Just getting flyers printed is fucking expensive. I just paid for a shit ton out of pocket recently. It's not cheap, you guys. It's crazy how expensive it is to get copies made. So yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I can't like fund this on my own. None of us can. So yeah, if you can donate, please do. If you can't, I get it. Just share the link. That's very helpful. I don't know if I have anything else. I feel like I'm forgetting shit. And I probably am. You guys know. Do you guys have any questions? I don't know. Benny, everybody's broke. And hi, Benny, I guess. Ay, ay, ay. But yes, to the comment about the crazy people stalking me on Twitter, it's out of fucking control. It's out of control. They're fucking nuts, dude. Like it's again, I'm just some chick in Ohio, you guys. Like I don't. What are you? And some dude was like, "Yeah, you have 31,000 followers." Oh, I have 31,000 followers on Twitter. I'm so powerful, you guys. I'm very influential. It's fucking ridiculous. Calm down. It's so stupid, you guys. It is so, and they're. I shouldn't give it any airtime, but I just feel bad for them. If they're not like paid like ops or bots or whatever, good God, get a life. Sweet Jesus. Again, I was on RBN earlier and I said, the people, if you see people who are constantly focused on tearing down activists, attacking activists, smearing activists, harassing, I mean, literally harassing activists, come on. If you're spending all your time doing that and then you spend the rest of your time making excuses for people who have actual power, either you're an op or you're just really dumb. I don't understand. There's no other explanation for that shit. And it happens a lot. It's really unfortunate. I really wish. And yes, Nancy, the GoFundMe is to help people get to DC. Yes. Some of it will be. I mean, obviously there's a lot of stuff we have to get supply wise, again, flyers, and I want to get a stage. It would be nice to get a good sound system. If we don't, that's okay. I have like a little portable thingy that I bought. It's not great, but it'll work. We also have a shit ton of megaphones. It's what we do. And I prefer a megaphone actually, for myself. But I mean, it would be nice to be able to have like an actual podium where people can, speak from and all that stuff. So, it just depends on how much we raise. I try to be very smart about how we spend stuff. And, last time we had an Airbnb in a neighborhood that delivery drivers wouldn't come to, which still makes me laugh. I mean, in capitalism, a delivery driver was like, "No, we don't want your business. We don't go to that neighborhood." I'm like, okay. I didn't realize it was going to be that bad. And I talked to Rachel Blevins. She interviewed me the night we got there about the action that we were doing. And I told her where we were staying. And she was like, "Oh, really? Be careful." I was like, oh, shit. Oh, yeah. But I mean, Mindy Moneybags knows how to roll, y'all. So yes, the GoFundMe is going to be to help people get to DC, offset travel costs for some folks, get supplies, and we have a lot of cool ideas. So yeah, we usually get like a Airbnb that we can fit like 12 to 15 people in, then we all just kind of smush in, and everybody stays together. It's just easier, and cheaper. I think Paula's going to do, Paula from Boston, who's fan-fucking-tastic, by the way. I love Paula. But I think Paula's going to do, she's the one who's been doing the Merrick Garland vigils outside Merrick Garland's house. So she will probably, honestly, if we're being real, Paula will probably do a Merrick Garland vigil Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at some point. Probably Friday night, Saturday morning before our action, and then probably Sunday morning, and then she'll probably drive home from there. So I will probably try to make it down there Friday if I can. Again, all of this depends on my ability to get babysitters. So which is difficult. I'll make it work, but it just depends on how long I can go, like how I can figure that out. So I'll probably try to get down there Friday so that I can do the Merrick Garland thing. And then I'll probably stay through Sunday morning, and then we'll just go do the Garland vigil, and then I'll also just drive home from there. So if you're trying to make plans, that's what I'm thinking my plans will be potentially. Let's see. Oh, who else? Let's see. Daniel, I'm very excited for the 8th. I'm very excited. Daniel's fantastic too, by the way. Daniel's been doing a billboard campaign in North Carolina. He's had billboards up for months now. Like, I mean, maybe even close to a year, maybe. So he has that GoFundMe on his Twitter page at Daniel DeCedar. You can see him in the chat. Yeah, he actually has a friend who I think owns like a billboard company, so he's able to get like a really good deal, which is nice because billboards are expensive from my experience. Let's see. Yeah, Tulsa's doing an action. Always, they usually do. So, let's see. I'm so jealous of you, Nicola, going to London. I really want to go to London, you guys. It's killing me. I really want to go to London. I want to hang out with them and protest with them. I love them so much. Daniel and Allie and James. I mean, seriously, it would be a dream. I would love to go to London. Oh, Daniel left. I'm sorry. I'm trying to scroll through the chat. Let's see. Hi, Trey. Boo boo. Hi, Lady Alex. Hi, VS Adams. Oh, Reef's here. Yeah, I do have the best cult. I mean, I have my cult shirt on. Let's start a cult, bitches. Yes, Paula is amazing. Genuinely, I love her so much. She's a really fantastic activist and a better human. And I love organizing with her. She's one of those people who just does shit. You know what I mean? Like because I'm kind of that way. Almost, I mean, maybe to a fault. Like I'm not great at asking for help or like delegating. I just do shit. And Paula's very much that. Like Paula and I both did. Well, she really pulled most of the weight on it. But I kind of jumped in last minute to help her with the final stop on the Home Run for Julian tour last summer. And that was literally just like me and her and Suzanne helped a little bit. And that's it. We just knocked that out like in a matter of like a week. We just knocked that shit out. And it ended up being a fantastic event. Really good turnout. John and Gabriel Shipton were able to stop by before they had to leave to go back to Australia. It was so good. And that's my favorite people to organize with are people that just get shit done. You know what I mean? Like, just do it. I don't have to tell you to do it. I don't want to just do it. Just get shit done. And Paula's fan-fucking-tastic at that. And she doesn't like dealing with seeking approval, asking for approval. Just do it. Just get it done. Hey, Fred, you are too here. Silly. I wish I was over there too. I mean, maybe permanently, but I just really want to go and do an action with the crews over there. Emmy, I would love to meet Emmy. Everybody, I would love to meet everybody. They're amazing, and they have always been amazing to us. To me specifically, they've always been amazing, and I love them. I really, really do. And I can't wait till Daniel finishes. Daniel Fuchs is going to finish. He's an amazing artist. Everybody should go follow him. He's an amazing artist. And he's really funny too. He's going to finish. He did a drawing of Eric. And he's going to finish it. And I'm going to buy it from him because I really want a piece of his artwork in my house. I like to support my friends who do stuff like that. Like, I mean, there's two of them. That's Eric. Julian's behind it. But those are both artsy Marxist. If you paint stuff or draw stuff or make shit or whatever, I like to buy that stuff from you guys. You know what I mean? Like, we should all do that for each other. So yeah, Daniel has, I really, 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 yes, you are, Fred. I see you. Who do you think you are, John Cena? Okay. I don't think I have anything. I don't know. Do you guys have any questions about DC or anything that I'm forgetting? Do you have any questions about the case? Do you have anything that I'm not addressing that you want me to address? Because I feel like I'm forgetting stuff, but I don't know. I wish I had my little paper with the guest list on it, or the speaker list guest list. I guess it's the same thing. I have some of my random notes from the other day from the meeting. Oh, okay, I'm an idiot. I just forgot. I just remembered somebody I forgot to ask. I've been trying to hit up, and if you guys could help me, I've been trying to hit up people like, um, why is DC? I wish I had the answer to that, Fred. I wish I had the answer to that one. Why is DC concentrated evil? I don't have all the answers. That's one I do not have. But yeah, if you guys could help me with just reaching out to people nicely, don't be annoying, don't be abrasive, don't be. I mean, I'm even being nice to people like Ryan Grimm and Jordan Cheriton who have trashed me publicly and who hate my guts. I'm just asking them to come. I mean, I'm not like kissing up to them or anything. I'm just asking them, hey, we're doing this thing, you should come. If other people other than me ask, that would also be helpful to those folks because most likely they just will come because it's me. And it has nothing to do with me, assholes. It's not about me. So yeah, reach out to those kinds of people. Help me reach out to independent media. Try to get them to talk about it, cover it. I think Jimmy Dore has said that he would, but if you could, poke him and remind him. Ryan Knight would probably be a good person to reach out to. He's been very receptive in the past. RBN, obviously, they've already had me on. I was on tonight. They'll have me back. Nick will have me on. All I have to do is ask. JB would have me on. Sabby would have me on. They would all have me on to hype it up. Katie Halper would be a good person to reach out to. I reached out to her today. Who else? I mean, you guys know, even like Kyle Kalinske, fuck it. Go for it. Go talk to Crystal Ball and Sagar. They should apologize for spearing Julian Assange for an entire segment, but that's neither here nor there. I don't care who. I really do not care who. Tucker Carlson. I reached out to Tucker Carlson. I reached out to Kennedy. Clint Russell is going to help. He's been retweeting the stuff. I've gotten the Libertarian Institute and the Libertarian Party to agree to help. I think the Libertarian Party will probably send some people to the rally. Antiwar.com is going to help me hype it. TNT Radio will obviously help me hype it. Yeah, Jordan Cheriton too. I reached out to him too. I don't care, you guys. I don't care. It's not about me, please. It's not about me. But if that's why I'm saying if people other than me also reach out to these people nicely, we might get. I would love for them to come. I'll thank you for coming. Like I got nothing wrong there. You know what I mean? No problems whatsoever. Like Marianne Williamson, she wants to actually show up for a street thing. That'd be cool. I don't care. Anybody really. I mean, within reason, obviously. I don't want like Zelensky showing up or whatever, which wouldn't happen. But yeah, I just need help. We need help spreading the word as much as possible. Share it on all your socials. Share it with friends and family. If you have friends and family who live in the area, let them know that it's going on. If you are willing to help pass out flyers and shit, like if I can send you some flyers, or if you want to get some flyers printed, I can compensate you for them, and you want to like hand them out, that would be fantastic. If you want to like go flyer your neighborhood or whatever, we need all the help that we can get. Hey, Alex, yeah, I was just talking about you, homegirl. Yeah, there's Alex right there. Alex Hills, Candles for Assange, Candles, the number 4 Assange. Go there. That's where you find all of the stuff, all of the time, all year round. She does an amazing job, compiling all of the global actions, because there's stuff happening all the time, all throughout the year. Again, like I said, Germany, Italy, that they have stuff going on constantly. Boston constantly has stuff going on. So that's, if you are interested in Assange events and just keeping up with what's happening all over the globe all year round, Candles for Assange, the number 4, Candles, the number 4 Assange. Go forth, follow, and share. Like I said, there's already a thread. We pulled that up. There's already a thread with the October 8 actions that she started, and we'll just keep adding. She'll just keep adding as we keep adding more events. So yeah, that's, I mean, a big thing is just helping us share the information, get it out there as much as possible. Okay. So, oh, and if there's somebody that you guys think would be receptive to speaking at the event, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. We have a pretty good list of, we have probably 6 or 7 confirmed, like pretty hard confirmed. And then we have like a wish list of like, I don't know, 25, 30 people probably that we're still reaching out to. Our event is 3 hours long. So we have plenty of time to have a lot of really great speakers in addition to other things that we have planned. So yeah, it would be really cool to have, I don't want it to be all about like the big name. You guys know, I hate it when it's just about like the names. The names are obviously, I don't want to say an unnecessary evil because it's not like they're evil. They, but that just helps bring attention to the action, which is important. So, when you can get somebody like, maybe like a Susan Sarandon or a Steven Donziger or a Chris Hedges or a Cornel West or something like that at your action, that obviously helps boost the visibility of it. But there will be plenty of like regular, normal, average, everyday activists. That's always something we do at every one of our actions. People get to who do the work, who really do the work. Those people will be highlighted for sure. So I'm really excited about it. It's really, I mean, I don't want to like oversell it, but it is really starting to come together. And it's nice. And it's been really fun to, because we really are, it's far from just me. It's a whole bunch of people. Again, Assange Defense is being very helpful. The New York groups, Paula's obviously involved, Daniel's obviously involved. And it's interesting to kind of try to manage all of that. But it's so cool to just get to work with everybody on like a common project. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. And everybody's kind of doing a little bit of everything. Like everybody's got a little to-do list. We're all working together very well. It's nice. It is really, really nice. So I'm super pumped. I can't wait to start making announcements on speakers. I gave you guys a couple that, have already been kind of out there. Like I totally like freaked out about Eliza coming because she wasn't sure if she would be able to make it. So when she tweeted that she was able to raise enough money to get her plane ticket, I was very pumped. So I tweeted that out immediately. But she's great. I love her. I'm very glad that she can make it. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be, and also again, it's going to be great to have people from all across. I mean, it's all across the political spectrum. Like ANCAPs, capitalists, libertarians, Green Party, lefties, just an amazing group of people all coming together for a common cause, despite the fact that they have disagreements. And it's beautiful. It really is. And I'm really excited about that part of it. Okay. So, yeah, just help us hype it. Reach out to some indie media people, ask them to also help as well. Caitlin Johnston's already retweeted it for me. Kim Iverson retweeted it last night. I'm sure she will again. Fault Lines has already had me on twice to talk about it. They're great. Like they're honestly, they're really cool about having not just me on. Like it's cool that they have me on. I appreciate that very much. But they have so many people on to talk about the Assange stuff, John Kiriakou and all kinds of people. So kudos to them for doing that and for being consistent in their coverage. And we're going to try to get somebody from Consortium News because I think Joe Loria's in DC. We're going to try. That would be fantastic because you guys know I've said it a million times. I like if you cover Assange, I probably don't think it's enough, except for Consortium News. Like they absolutely do an amazing job covering the Assange stuff. They're so good. And they're doing their fall fundraiser, by the way. I should drop that link for them. They are reader funded. So they are doing their fall drive. Let me see if I can find the link. I think Kathy sent it to me. Let me check my DMs. Yep, here it is. So as you guys may remember, again, sorry, I'm very nasally. I have a stupid ass cold. PayPal came at them pretty hard a few months ago. So if you can support them, please do. They are one of the best independent outlets, in my humble opinion. They do fantastic work. So I love all of them over there. Kathy, Joe, Elizabeth, they're great. So yeah, they're doing their little fall fundraiser thingy majiggy. So if you can donate to that too, or share, please do. And yeah, we're gonna try to get Joe to come as well. I would love to have a lot of journalists. Should be a no-brainer, right? Like you would think that journalists would be leading the charge on this thing. Not so much. I mean, some of them are. I mean, people like Max Blumenthal, obviously, and Lee Camp's been cool about it. Jimmy Dore's been obviously very cool about it. Chris Hedges, John Pilger. There's been some journalists, but it's still just very strange to me that it's not a bigger deal. But yeah, it'd be cool to have a lot of journalists come out. And again, I don't even care. Like, that would not be for me the time or place to like rail into them or criticize. Like, hey, just thanks for coming. You know what I mean? Like, thanks for coming. We should definitely be calling them out. But if you show up, you show up. So yeah, it'd be cool to have a lot of media coverage too, which never happens, but we'll hope for it. The one thing I am a little worried about is that there's the Women's March thing happening that whole weekend. Like, they have stuff going on October 7th through the 9th. So that's obviously going to take a lot of the potential news coverage away. Like, people that we could normally count on, like Ford Fischer. I mean, he's going to have to decide. And obviously the Women's March is probably going to be bigger. It's just the way that it is. So if he has to choose, I wouldn't blame him necessarily it would hurt my feelings a little bit, but I wouldn't blame him for covering the Women's March. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be tricky. I don't know if anybody knows. Like, I went to their website and I couldn't find like a schedule. They have shit happening all weekend. Like, they have like I don't know, like little seminar things or whatever all throughout the weekend too. But I couldn't find like a schedule of when their stuff was happening, because I was going to try to figure out like our timing and their timing and what was going on and how we could try to like maneuver ourselves around it. But I couldn't find anything. So if you guys know what's going down with that, that would be very helpful if you could send it to me on Twitter or whatever. And yeah, I think that's all I have. Please help us spread the word. Donate if you can. And then there will be announcements on speakers coming probably next Friday, because we have a meeting on Thursday. Once I can get like a real solid hardcore yes, for sure these people are coming, then I'll feel comfortable really, really pushing out announcements, and we'll get graphics made and all that stuff so that we can share that stuff out as well. So, and also help spread the word about London and Melbourne and the Italy stuff and the Tulsa and Seattle and all, like, share all of the events. Share, I mean, even just the thread from Candles for Assange, that would be awesome. That way all of the events are getting a huge amount of coverage. I mean, don't just share ours. Obviously share ours a lot. Be biased and share ours a lot. I'm just kidding. Not really though. But yeah, just share them all. We would love to have a huge turnout at all of these actions. So London looks like it's going to be really big, and I'm really excited about that. So I'm really looking forward to watching how theirs turns out. And they've done a great job. I don't know for sure who's like in charge of the organizing. It's probably not any one person. I'm sure Stella has a heavy hand in it, but I'm sure it's like a group effort, but they're doing a great job. It's really turning out well. So I'm pumped for it. I'm pumped for DC. It's going to be a great event in my personal opinion. Again, you guys, we really do have some great speakers. I'm really giddy about it. Okay. So I don't know when we'll do another vigil. We were doing Wednesdays. We'll probably be switching to weekends just because kids in school, shit going on, practices, all that stuff. So we're going to switch to weekends, but I don't know when yet. Haven't got a solid answer from Andrew, but for sure next week, either like Friday or sometime during next weekend, I will be making announcements, and I'll do a vigil first to announce them here for you guys first, and then we'll tweet them out and put them out on Twitter. So I'll let you know for sure when we'll do that. I just got to look at my schedule and stuff like that. So thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. I missed you guys. I really haven't streamed in ages, and I missed you guys. I missed the chats. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting, what we're trying to do. And if you want to get involved, like if you want to help, if you're in the area, let me know. Like help is good. I like help. Help is good stuff. So yeah, just let me know. Or if you would like to come to DC, and you are looking for other people to maybe like ride share with, so you can split the cost of gas or whatever, let me know. I'll try to match make as best I can for stuff like that if you want. And if you're in like the New York area, I think there's some chitter chatter about potentially renting some buses. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. But that would be a cool way to like just get everybody there, make it a day trip or whatever. So yeah, I'll be back next week with more information, with some announcements, all that good shit. But I'm very excited. It's going to be good stuff. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for hanging out.